Song. Welcome back to part 4 of What Are These Maniacs Up To? And we're looking at the Pope. We're looking at his schedule here, and we are on part 3 of September 23rd, where the Pope is going to give a prayer with the United States bishops at St. Matthew's Cathedral, the Mother Church for the Archdiocese of Washington. So I grabbed St. Matthew's Cathedral, popped it into the Wikipedia, and the Wikipedia had never heard of it. They never heard of it. Well, okay, yes, it does not exist. So if this ever happens to you, what it means is that you are on a list of people that they don't want to have searches. So I am going to be very flattered by being on this status of reduced searches, but I'm going to show you how to get around this. You scroll down, you find it here, you go here, you go to this one, come here, grab your find over in your far right, somewhere in your browser you should have a find thing. Mine pops up down here. You put St. Matthew's in and it will find that on your page. Then you come here and oh my goodness, look, it is there. Somehow it wasn't on their search. Interesting. Yeah, don't worry, your computer's private, nobody's watching, nothing to fear here. No, I actually don't think there is anything to fear. Okay, so here we are at the Cathedral of St. Matthew the Apostle, Washington, D.C. that I could not find in the search. But I found it the other way, and I showed you how to do that. So we're going to look at this. This ties into the blue apple. So I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. So here we are with the blue apple. If this is your first video with me, welcome. There's going to be a lot of comments, so just, don't be intimidated by the flow. I know that sometimes I stammer, and I'm okay with that, but there's a lot of information here. You might have to go back and check on some things, but I think as you go, the details are going to start to pile up, and you'll start to get the hang of what I'm bringing to you. So here is the blue apple moment in the UNICEF video that I have up, that I just put up yesterday. You should probably watch the whole video because it has to do with this Pope visit. So in this moment, which is the 9/11/923 moment, the 9/11 is, I'm just going to try to show you this real quick. Where'd it go? It's right here. So 9/11 on the Julian calendar is 9/24 on the September calendar. So in this timestamp, when they show you 9/11, it actually equals these dates that we're talking about. And in this moment, the alien child hands this other child a blue apple. So we looked up blue apple and we found that that matches Bergoglio. Let me show you that. So here we are. Not only that, but Bergoglio is the original name of the Pope, and then we have a 923 right here with a double 9, and we know that these guys love their double 9s. But here, this is why we're here today. We're here on part 4 of What Are These Maniacs Up To with Matthew, because we're talking about Matthew's Cathedral on 923. That's where they're going, and I just want to point out the elect number here for you. I want to point out the 44 number here for you because Obama does play into all this. I want to point out the 11 gate. And this is also an 811, and I call that a Nefertiti number, and I do have a video on that. And I think that's still like a 2nd degree or 3rd degree number, but it keeps popping up, and I feel like there's something that I don't know about this. So, more to know. Let's go back to this bit. I'm going to show you something else. So before we go look at St. Matthew's Cathedral, where the Pope is going at 11:30, which is a 113311, Freemason Freedom Tower Fukushima number on 923. Blue apple. So I just want to try to show you the symbolism of this moment right here. We have a green hand, and I looked up green hand, and here's the numbers. Let me switch to my pen. We have the spirit of 76 right here, and we have a 9/11 right here. And then we have, I'm gonna say that's Ra, because this is Marduk Ra. Well, Marduk accepted the title of Ra. I don't want to get into Egyptian stuff. Okay, so anyway, the green hand, the English and the simple matches our favorite guy, Barack H. Obama man. So he probably was there at the fish hoedown at the Nunciate area, and they probably stayed, figured out all their plans. So the green hand here, symbolically, if you can picture this, kind of like you have to kind of, you have to think of this as a dream, and these are different players. So the green hand, let's say that the green hand is our favorite Barack Obama. I'm just going to do this. B also equals 13. I'm just going to show you the Georgia Guidestone, because the Georgia Guidestone has the 1313. That's a Georgia Guidestone tie-in, and then here the 1313 is also the M. That's the Georgia Guidestone tie-in. So just want to show you all that. Okay, so this is Barack Obama probably. Then so he is presenting the blue apple, which is the 923 Bergoglio. Now who is he giving this to? Let's look over here. What do we have? We have an innocent young boy who sees through glasses of innocence. I did look up glasses. This is an agent number. This is white glasses. This is an 88. This is, some people think of this as Heil Hitler. I think that the Nazis just took the 88. Originally it was a Christ number at the time of the Cathars. Sorry, bad drawing. Okay, well then here you have pi. I've taught you about pi. And here you have the 13. And the 13 is another sign of Ra, because it's also the target sign where apparently they're going to start chipping people in the fall. But the 13 is the one in the center. And the 12 around the outer, this is the round table, and it's also the zodiac. Okay, so anyway, we have innocent eyes here. Who does this remind you of? It reminds me of all of the Cheeto eaters of the US. And look right here. Okay, so this moment is where he's being offered this. And then I will show you that this really is the US. The US is symbolic of the number 40. Whenever you see the number 40, this means it's us and the US. But it also means us in other countries, because I decoded the word Buddha, and this concept of us, the innocent ones, is also in the word Buddha. So I'm just bringing this up because Matthew equals blue apple, and it equals Bergoglio, and it equals 923, and we happen to have Bergoglio in St. Matthew's Cathedral on 923, and I really don't think that's a coincidence. Well, here in this video, which they showed to you possibly the agenda of alien disclosure, and I've talked about what their possible plans are in that video. But anyway, in this timestamp, here we have the 40, and this is the US. So what happens here is the green hand, which is, I think, symbolic of Barack Obama, and I think that is referring to Obama as Osiris, because Osiris was green. So, you know, we could really, I mean, I could do like a 4-hour show on this. This is incredible. But this is Bergoglio, who has the 923 in his name, and it's also Matthew. And anyway, now we have the US has taken the apple. Now, I don't know about you, and I talked about this in the other video, but you know, does that ring a bell where you take a suspicious apple? A male is receiving a suspicious apple from something green. Yeah, I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on that, but I think there's a Bible story or something. I'm not sure. Oh, and hallelujah, Holy Bible also equals blue apple. It does equal blue apple. I'm just going to scroll real fast to show you. Blue apple. There. All right, well, I hope you liked that part about the blue apple. I thought that had really good tie-ins, and I also I wrote in about the nuncio also fitting in there. It's pretty amazing. Well, join me for part 12. Talk to you soon.